we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, this defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Chargers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Again, Herbert.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's going to go down again. Rashawn Gary, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside. Five-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Love.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back,
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Running right, Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 2.
They'll try the right side with Jones.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Okay, right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now Love. He's got Anderson right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Rodgers on the return. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ready, break. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Ready?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Ready. Striker, 3-3.
Again, it's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ready, ready, blue check. Ready.
Up the middle, Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at line.
Here we
The
go.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action this time with Love. Open man is Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On play action, Love to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Herbert. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Herbert on 3rd down now. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Herbert throwing again. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Trey McKinney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The give is to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Love. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners,
he's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Right side to Watson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Love. He's going to air one out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Throwing, Herbert.
And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now Herbert.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Herbert going to throw.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a